All right, I think we're live. Let's get a little bit more light in here, and let there be light. There's light. All right, got some light going. Let's see if this is actually starting up or if this is a fake start on the stream. All right, what's going on here? There we are, I think. I think we are live. Hey, everybody. It's Jason Blaha here. Thought I'd sit down and do a live for you guys and gals. I'm going to give you guys a bicep shot first. Biceps. Getting leaner, jawlines on point. All right. Quick reminder when you get in here, click the like button. If you do not follow me on the Facebook page, click down below. If you go to where it says go here to inquire for coaching, you can follow me there. Please follow me, engage all my fitness content there if you follow me here. I would greatly appreciate it if you Facebook it all. All right. Up front, let's discuss this because it's kind of a big deal. A lot of people have said in the streams and the chatting with other clients, a lot of people are really upset that I haven't been doing the client blogs anymore, right? My back, I quite frankly don't give a single fuck about your feedback. How's that? Then get out. All right. So, a lot of people miss the fact that I wasn't doing client blogs. I'd even started looking at the analytics and realized when I was doing a bunch of vlogs, I was getting way more views. People liked it. People enjoyed it. It's good for business all the way around. I'm going to introduce a couple, but I'm not doing any novice vlogs. Sorry, guys. Not doing hard gainer vlogs, all that right now. But I am going to put in some serious lifters. I have 2 clients who have agreed to return to vlogs. They're going to start recording for them this week. We'll hopefully have them up starting, within a week and a half from now, right? Maybe next weekend we'll have them up. Let's get some interest going in client vlogs again. These are both people I have coached before. One of them has been one of the vloggers who did quite a few vlogs. They were popular. And again, another one is someone who I've helped with a lot of stuff, right? Hard gainer Paul is never welcome to be on Team Blaha again. Sorry. That's the problem with taking on some of those. There's going to be issues because they're novices. There's no way to guarantee they're going to stick stuff out. They're going to be short-term bloggers. And quite frankly, they just didn't maintain the same popularity. Okay. And therein lay the problem. Okay. Therein lay the problem. And I'm not going to go into the personal issues with that particular client, other than to say he would not have made a good long-term blogger anyways. Not really what I wanted to display for my channel. But that's your thing. My back, you're like the ramblings. Well, this is a live stream. What do you think we do for an hour? Of course we're going to ramble. Of course we're going to interact. But back over to the client vlogs. We're going to be doing client vlogs. Okay. Rhonda, great question. Will the client vlogs be focused on turning them from dad bod to daddies? Well, how about we have with the ones coming up, we have a dad bod to daddy and we have a mommy bod to mommy. How's that? Although they're both already in shape and advanced lifters, I've already done a lot with, but they're going to improve. No, he wasn't. How do we say about a hard word? I'm going to, again, I don't like to say negative things, but I'm going to give a direct quote. And you'll understand why this is a problem. I go to work and work a part-time job so that I can afford a coach, a gym membership, and food. Outside of that, I don't see any reason to even have a job. I live with my mom for free. Why would I bother to work? So therein lay the problem. You try to help some people out and realize it's going to be an issue. That was a direct quote, almost word for word. Okay. Let's go over to Mike's question. Jeff Nipper says it's optimal to do lateral raises leaning against an incline bench. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think it's necessary. I think this over obsession with the lengthened positions is unwarranted. Redmond, Apu was an absolute stalker level troll, by the way. That has been completely 100% confirmed. Literally, he is literally one of the people who harasses my neighbors and family, like off the internet. Already confirmed he's blocked. I'm not going to put up with him anymore. So he wasn't just troll light. All right. Since today's topic is client, says client Garrett, welcome back, and will he do vlogs? Garrett doesn't need coaching. He wouldn't be interested in doing vlogs at the moment. Garrett is someone I would consider to be a client who became a friend. We have nothing but respect for each other, and Garrett would be welcome back on Team Blaha today, right now. If he messaged me and says, Coach, I'm ready to come on, he'd be back on right now in a heartbeat. How do I say it? He is a wonderful human being. He's a wonderful young man with a lot of values. I would describe Garrett as an extremely compassionate human being. As a client, I got to know who we talked about some private things he needed help with and other stuff. Because I do that with a lot of my clients. He's a client who actually became a friend, and we had a few hours of just, if not more, of personal talks. And I would describe Garrett as a genuinely good human being. Okay, that would be, I think, an accurate description of him, just as a person. Very genuine person who really cares about other people. So, Josh, if you aren't going to put anything meaningful, we might get rid of you in a second. Client Justin would bring a bunch of new views with his strength and physique would be your poster child. Honestly, though, but getting the vlogging as the issue would be getting enough footage and everything that we need. I agree. Justin would be a phenomenal vlogger. I think at one time we maybe mentioned it, but for him, it really is the time commitment issue of that much filming. But I mean, it is a good idea, and I absolutely agree. Because as it stands with Justin, I only get about 3 to 4 of his work sets every week. The footage, we go over those. We actually have him on very, very minimalist training. All right. And there we go. That's Joshua is probably a peer, by the way. Let's see, probably the same person. All right. But yeah, Justin actually really does like my busy dad bod type training, to where Justin literally trains for about an hour 3 days a week. We're on a 3-day push-pull legs. Mike asked, at what point would the axial loading from standing overhead press interfere with squatting later in the week? I don't know. At the point where it does. Tom Platt says, Andrew Tate says raw onions boost test and recovery. Andrew Tate says a lot of really ridiculous, stupid stuff. I mean, so, all right, let's take in the fact that statement alone is moronic. Okay. That statement alone is moronic. Well, you want me to give you another statement that Andrew Tate made? Just to tell you the level of stupidity of this person as a human being. The guy literally wrote an explanation of why any man who kisses a woman is a homosexual. And I'm not joking. I am not joking. He literally wrote that with a lengthy explanation. So there's your context for what a blithering idiot that man is. I mean, what more do you need to know about him? So are you going to take his training advice, his nutrition advice? So if you, according to him, if you kiss your wife on the lips, you're gay, according to that man. I mean, come on, dude. What's scary is that people take his advice. There's probably people in this thing watching this live who actually look up to that person and take his advice. Wow. How far have we fallen as a society? I mean, damn. My back is bigger. I don't answer your questions. All right. I'm all natural. What you talking about? Natural bodybuilding channel, baby. Drinking water. Safia says, I had a cheat day yesterday accidentally and have a huge appetite. Went over like 5,000 calories over. I tracked and the macros were 50%. I'm assuming 50%. How much fat do you think I gained at least for the next few days? A couple ounces, maybe. Maybe. Keep in mind, there is an upper threshold on what your gut can absorb. You can't gain more than a very small amount of tissue weight in a day, no matter how much you eat. You, at that point, if you ate 5,000 extra calories beyond your maintenance, and most of it is fat, you are probably you're probably going to be excreting a lot of it in the toilet. Tom, you've never seen me do 315 for 8 reps on the bench before? Again, the fact that you look up to tape tells me that you are probably just a terrible human being. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Again, just the things I've seen that person say, I can't believe that even a decent human being would be interested in what he has to say. All right, I'm sorry that there's nothing more to say about it. And let's not pretend you haven't seen me rep out 315 on the bench. And I'm old. Mike says, Jason, you mentioned you would want a 45-degree leg press, but wouldn't a vertical leg press? No, because it puts the back in a different position, and the 45-degree is hella cool. I enjoyed training on it when I was younger, and I have built some elite squatters using it as a primary movement. Okay. All right. Seba, they're on my profile. Seb, if you want all my joke posts, if you notice my profile with the check mark instead of the not my fitness page, they're there. There's hundreds of them. Just follow me there. Problem solved. No, I'm not interested in visiting Papua New Guinea. Like, why would I want to do that? What's your strength difference on your bench compared to your close grip bench? I have no idea right now. Probably 10% weaker on close grip. Okay. Safia says, if I'm 15 to 20% body fat, that's a pretty big variation. How much of a deficit can I be in and build muscle? How much percentage? I don't have a number for that for you. Sorry. How do I view personally engage in improvements for outreach? I base it upon analytics. I go to my different analytics. I base it on engagements and minutes watched. All right. Seb, I've already answered your question. Go to my profile. I link it sometimes on the fitness page. There's where I tell the jokes now. I'm rebranding the fitness page into almost entirely my fitness page again, the way it started when it got to 100,000 followers originally. I do jokes on the Jason Blaha profile with the little check mark by it. Very easy to find. The only one with a check mark. All right, what else do we have? But Mike, as far as the 45 degree, I feel that it's a smoother angle overall. Yes, it's more work to load it up. I always got great results doing it when younger. I've had clients get great results doing it. Also, if you guys would click like, there's only 4 likes. All you people asking questions, you're not clicking the like button. Come on. I'm sorry, Seb, if you can't go to Facebook and type in my name, which you know how to spell, and find the only one with a check mark, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I guess you're new to the internet. That's it. That's the only advice I can give you there. If you can't find it, that's just too bad. You're able to type, so I know that you can do this. You're typing a sentence right now. I know that you know how to use a keyboard. So you go to Facebook, right? And you go to that little search thing and you click it and you type Jason space Blaha. And when the list come up, the one that has a blue check mark by it and has me in the picture, you click follow. Redman, when I first made YouTube videos, did I expect my channel to blow up as much as it did? When I got to 25 followers, I was like really shocked. When the Hodge twins gave me a shout out and I went to 5,000 within a week, I was shocked. Seb, yes, that would be the one with me with a squat bar on my back and a blue check mark by my name with 6,000 followers. Jason, you've said, no, I don't even want to try to do a seat. Oh my God, it just seems convoluted. I can build massive calves doing nothing but standing calf raises. I think once I get it up to 500 pounds for 10, I'll probably have 20-inch calves. My back is bigger. Said in a video that you only interact with people with serious lifting goals is still the case. No, I coach people who don't. I have evolved as a coach. Okay, let me put it into context. Right now, I have a current client who I've had for at least 6 months. I got him from Facebook. He'd never even heard of my YouTube. Okay. He's a retired veteran who's disabled, who has 3 fused discs in his back. Okay. 3 fused discs. He can't squat. He has a pair of adjustable dumbbells and a Bowflex at his house. And that's what we train with. His dumbbells go up to 25 pounds. And we do a full body program 3 days a week for him to keep him mobile, to keep him fit, to keep his pain down, and to just keep him functional. Well, he had the Bowflex already, Matt. He wanted to get into shape. And then he loved a lot of my stuff. He thought it was funny. He hit me up and started a conversation with me. And I chatted back with him, and I didn't even know he was going to be a prospective client. He just said, dude, I see you coach people. Do you think you could help somebody like me? I told him, yeah. And I have. It has been life-changing for him. And here's the funny thing. You take a client like that, and I feel that I've done more good. Like I've made the world a better place as a human being by coaching him than I have by coaching some of my people who competed in powerlifting and stuff. Because of the quality of life improvement it's brought him as a person. I'd take 10 more clients like him right now over 10 guys trying to break state records in powerlifting. if I could pick them. Okay. What's the most amount of calories you've eaten in a cheat day? Over 10,000. Always impressed how you do videos off the cuff without notes. Yeah, we just run with it, brother. We just run with it. Can you give us a quick guitar session? I'll do it at some point in the stream, man. I may crank the amp up, though, and just turn it down low. This mic on this stream does not like the amp. Ooh. Well, because your client, Chuck Norris, no, he is not in fact. Is Bowflex better than weights? No, he had one already. Marco, I don't do anabolic questions anymore. Many pics of toys. Sibo, I'm not going to answer your questions anymore. All right. I swallowed. Didn't Chuck Norris do the Bowflex commercials or not? No, Chuck Norris did those Bowflex commercials. Chuck Norris did those Bowflex commercials. What happened to the white guitar? You mean my starter one I came back to? It was a mid-range guitar, and I don't play it anymore. I got rid of it. I have the good ones. But here's the problem with that, Rondo. Now that I own two really good guitars, I don't enjoy cheaper guitars anymore. All right. Robo. I think he's referring to the Warhammer toys. I don't think he understands because of his country. Yeah, I realize he doesn't understand. That's okay. Seth, just stick around, man. You'll learn some stuff. I would love to see you shred Number of the Beast. I don't know Number of the Beast. I said, how much do those good guitars cost? You could check the MSRP right now on them. Walk over to Google right now. One of them, I've shown you the headstock so you know that they are what they are. I bought both of them new. You guys saw them new out of the box with plastic still on them. First one's an American Fender Stratocaster Professional 2. The other is a Gibson Les Paul Trad Pro 5. MSRP, $1,800 and $2,400 is standard off the shelf price. I got the Les Paul at a steal because they had $600 to $700 off on all the Gibsons that day at Guitar Center, like during their guitar-a-thon. So I bought one. Because when you get a new Gibson Les Paul for under $2,000, it was just under with tax. Dude, I'm not turning that down, you know. Nope. All right. Yeah, Matt, I don't know Number of the Beast. The only Iron Maiden I know is Trooper. All right, let me grab a Stratocaster because he plays a Strat, I think, for that song. All right. So this is the only Maiden I know is this. So I can get it right. Ooh, messing it up. I'm not warmed up. All right. That's the only Maiden I know right now. And with no amp in, you can't even hear all the little hammer-ons and pull-offs. I couldn't hear them at all. All right. So let's get rid of that. All right. Miranda says you maybe want to get my Iron Maiden jean jacket out of the closet and rock it. I think a mini cut can be useful in any way. I mean, future, I don't know. I don't recommend a mini cut, but I mean, are we coming up with, could there hypothetically be a situation where a person might want to do a mini cut? Okay, sure. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I'm sure I could if I thought about it long enough. When will you try to reach a 405 bench again? Not till I finish this cut, that's for sure. Then, man, what's going to happen? We're talking double body weight, closing in on 50 for me to try to go for. That's a lot. See my face right there. It's like, guys, I'm about to be under 200 pounds. And I may stay under 200. I don't know. That is really pushing the limit. Let me state this again. That's really pushing the limit because I don't want to do that there cycle. I almost feel like I'd be happy to just, I feel like at this point, if I could get back to where at my age, if I get down to 200 or less, if I can just pause 365 with a good pause with no anabolics, no drugs, I feel like I would be pretty happy with that. Right? I just, and I hate to limit myself, but I feel like at this point for me, where I'm at, trying to push for a 405 completely clean, man, I hate being self-limiting. I don't think that I'm capable of it. So, and I could be wrong. And maybe it is my mindset that holds me back on that. Dildo Schwagen says, will there be an update on Client Lewis? I want to see how he's progressed after his cut. Lewis and I have decided we're not going to vlog. He is still a current active client. In fact, I just talked to him today. I got him a new spreadsheet this weekend. We're keeping some stuff in flow. We're not going to be vlogging with him. And it's a choice that I made. I decided I don't want to vlog with him with what all he has going on. But he actually would be okay with vlogging, to be fair. Like, he is still open to the idea. I've chosen not to run him in vlogs. Let's see. And that's subject to change. Like, if he really comes to me and goes, Coach, I feel like the vlogs would help me with my motivation, I'd put him back in one. But only if he personally thought that it would benefit him. It's not something I'm going to push for because I don't know that it's in his best interest to do it. Do you have any experience with goji berries? Nope. When do you think you'll get to sub 200 pounds? I'm thinking end of the month. Is a 700 deadlift or a 405 bench natty more attainable for me personally? For me personally, probably closer to the 700 deadlift. I don't know that I would. I don't know that I personally would be able to hit either one of those natural. Again, that's genetically pretty dang good to be able to pull that off. Either one of those numbers, you're not an average guy hitting those natural. Not unless you're really fat. Number two, I'm getting older. What to do if I bench press plateaued at starting strength and have been lifting 2 years and added 5 pounds a week? I got up to 340 for 5 reps, but I'm stuck now. I don't know, dude. If you're benching 345 for 5 reps, you're breathing some rare air already. If you did that with a linear type program, dude, come in and put in an application, or at least put in a thing to do a consultation with me. Let's see if we can help you out. Do you select clients for vlogs based on their aesthetics to help attract a bigger audience? Rondo, at present, the clients that I put in are purely for marketing for me. I'm going to be forthright with you and tell you I am picking clients who I think are marketable. Just dropping the bullshit, putting my cards on the table, being straight, like just straightforward with you guys. It is purely marketing. Doing it purely as marketing. They're marketable. That's it. But previously, did I do that? No. Previously, I put clients on who said, "Hey, coach, I want to blog." They were all volunteers. Like they came to me and said, "I want to do this." The current two, I sat down and broke it down to, and we pitched it and broke it down because they're marketable. And he's right. If I could convince Justin, that would be marketable. I don't know though, in terms of his time commitment and everything, if it's going to be good though. That's the problem. Did you take any economics courses in your college? Yes, of course. Do you ever have to warn clients doing blogs of potential weirdos? Yeah, but they're generally speaking, they're fine with it because really they haven't done any harm. Almost every one of them have dealt with them and laughed it off and blocked them and moved on. Like it doesn't do any, like they're, how do I put this? Stalkers and trolls can only do damage when people listen to them. That's it. If people just have enough sense to ignore them, they have no power. All right. Ice Swallow says, do you ask for a client's permission before uploading their footage? Obviously. Holy shit. Okay. I mean, no, I mean, I'm going to say this in the most polite way possible. Do you think it would be appropriate to do that without permission? Let me rephrase that. If you were to give an honest assessment, not troll stuff, the internet, but the impression you get of me, of the content I put out and the way that I handle things on my channel, do you personally think that I, as a human being, would upload client footage without their permission? Given my own views on my personal privacy. Fair enough. I absolutely get their permission. Absolutely get their permission. And I have clients who specifically want their stuff kept private because of privacy reasons. I have some great clients who absolutely want, and they told me from day one, because of all that they do not want it public that I'm their client. They want the gains. They pay me on time. Everything's good. We keep it private. Even when they're in competition, they don't show up as Jason Blaha's lifter. I have one right now doing a powerlifting meet next month. Nobody knows he's my client. He's 100% private. All right. Like even at the competition, nobody knows. Even people who might be there who I know personally don't know he's my lifter. For aesthetics, you prefer high rep bodyweight pull-ups or weighted, and it what? No, I honestly think once you can hit about 10 to 12, you need to go weighted. Do you think there's too much focus on finding the most optimal split nowadays? Yep. When in reality, most people would reach their goals with consistent using almost any splitter program. There's a degree of truth to that. If you have a client who wants to do bulks and cuts, are you fine with that? Yeah. Future, I don't do nutrition for all of my clients. I swallowed. No, it wasn't a dumb question. You didn't think it through first. Like it wasn't a dumb question. It was just one that you didn't think through, right? Let's see. How did you develop such a high level of skill in the guitar because I was really serious when I said I played honors jazz in high school. Like I really wasn't making that up. I already had some basic skills from all of that. And then I came in and just practiced really hard, really fast, and was efficient about it. And got some tips and pointers. I also happen to have a client who has come in here before and posts sometimes on some of my stuff on his real thing, who is an awesome guitarist, who actually has his degree in music theory. He's been doing gigs for 20 years. In fact, remember when we had the interrupted client emergency the other day in the middle of the thing? That was him calling me. He gave me a bunch of tips early on too. He's like, dude, just power level it up, coach. And he gave me some great tips also, and that helped me speed it back up also. How long are clients allowed to be late on payments? I mean, I give a little bit of grace. Things happen. I mean, keep in mind, it's all electronic transfers. I've literally had clients who are like, I'm trying to pay, and it's putting a delay on it. You know, these things happen. Man, I just deleted a bunch. Hey, Jason, have you ever been to Switzerland? No. Okay, my back is bigger. You sound like a troll. I'm going to be honest with you, dude. This comment you just posted sounds like my crazy stalkers. Is honors jazz? I had a friend in that class. It's super difficult to get into. No, it's not. I did it. It really is not that impressive of an achievement. Okay. I was a self-taught guitarist who learned from a couple of friends of mine, and I took 3 guitar lessons and just practiced with friends of mine who were self-taught guitarists, and walked in at 15 years old and auditioned for the class and got accepted. It's not hard. It's good serratus interior exercise. I don't know. Push-ups, chin-ups, pull-ups. Have you ever let a client go? Yes. I swallow. If you're worried about me cutting you off, you probably are not going to mess up to that degree. What is likely to get a client cut off? Going off program excessively. If you keep getting injured because you keep doing stuff not on your program, I'm going to cut you off. Coach, I know we're not maxing on deadlifts, but I decided to max out on my deadlift anyways. And I know it's really a grinder, and I hitched and grinded for 8 seconds straight. And now my bicep hurts, and it hurts really bad. And I don't know if I can do any training for the next week. And then I scold you, and then you do it again 3 weeks later. And then I scold you, and then you do it again 3 weeks later. And you keep apologizing for going off program and getting hurt. Eventually, I'm going to fucking cut you out of the program. If you get injured more than 3 times by doing stuff that I did not write in your program, I'll probably cut you off as a client. So it says, how often do you cut off clients like that? Bob, I'm dealing with 24-year-old children. How often do you think? What are the odds that a 23-year-old child, because they're children, 23-year children, they're not adults, okay? What are the odds that 23-year-old young men are going to go off program and get hurt over and over and over and over? Pretty frequently. You're asking them to follow instructions. Can high protein diet make your urine smell like eggs and ammonia? That sounds weird. Probably not. Are lat pull downs really inferior to pull ups? Dude, everything's inferior to a pull up. Pull ups are king for lats. Oh, my back. The reason is because it was something my crazy stalkers used to talk about over and over and over and over and over and over in messages they sent me. So when you made that statement, it's just kind of like if you've been watching their content or something. They were really obsessed with it. That it was impossible because it was such a difficult task and I was lying. When I'm sitting here going, it really wasn't that big of a deal. Like I didn't think it was that big of a deal, dude. Jason, do you allow your clients to deadlift with straps if they're not competing? In some cases, Mike, I'm more likely to allow them to practice with it if they do compete as a high level lifter, actually. What pickups are in the Trad Pro? Oh gosh, I don't know the exact model. Zach, you're gonna have to look it up. I'm sorry, dude. I don't remember the exact pickups that are in that particular model, man. I'm sorry. You'd be able to find it on the Gibson site, though. Do you think using a sauna after a workout? Yeah, it can be. So would someone who went to war at 21 still be a child? Yes, 21 or children. All right. Not saying we don't send them to war. I'm just saying. All right. In fact, Bob, let's stop and think about that for a minute. History lesson. History of warfare. Why does the military love really young men for the infantry? Historically. Like, why are 18-year-old men used as grunts? Lack of emotional maturity, lack of good risk analysis. You can convince them to storm a hill. A good authority figure can convince them to do something like storm a hill. We're taking that hill, man. Good pep talk, psych them up, they're ready to go. How much harder do you think that is to do with a group of 30-year-old men? You'd be like, yeah, I don't know about that. This doesn't sound like a good idea, Sarge. It's kind of high risk. So my answer to your question, do they become automatically more mature at 21 or even 18 just because they've been properly trained to be in the military? I don't know about that. They might have a better sense of duty and responsibility. They might end up being better men for it. Sure. But that doesn't change the hardwiring of the brain. I swallow, just apply, dude. Look, if you're interested in applying, put an application in. It's that straightforward. Either you sound wishy-washy about it. If you're that wishy-washy and you don't know, then don't apply. I don't need you, man. It's all good. If you want to come on, send me an honest application and let's do it. Like, it's pretty straightforward. But I'm not going to discuss all that in here. Send me an application and we'll look at it. Worst I could say is no. Best I'll say is, yeah, man, this looks good. Decent little application. You got some good goals. Let's talk it over in a video call. Do you ever program once a week training for some of your clients? And what has been the results of those clients who only train? I've never trained anyone only once a week. Is ashwagandha a scam? I believe it is. Southpaw said, "What's up, Coach? What's up, Southpaw Liver G Rapist, whatever." I know I have not been to war. I swallow. But I am a student of history and a student of psychology. All right. My opinion, it's very rare in America these days, but there are full-grown 21-year-old men in the world. There are, but they're rare. Marco says, how come some of the best coaches like yourself, Lyle McDonald, Paul Carter, some of the most hated people in the industry? Because we tell the truth and we're brutally honest and we're assholes. Okay, keep in mind, Marco, you're in an industry that thrives on bullshit. You want to be hated, tell the truth. I got sued for telling the truth, if you guys recall. I did a lot better when I didn't tell the truth. Bob says, that's awesome. Where did you study history? In books? On the internet? I don't think you guys understand basic figures of speech sometimes. Because I just said that I'm a student of history. That means that I enjoy reading about these topics and have spent thousands and thousands of hours. When you say that, people on the internet, Blaha says he has a master's degree in art history. Like, people are weird. They take words out of context and don't understand standard meanings and discussion. You guys not heard the term, I'm a student of history. I'm a student of something. That means it's a topic that you enjoy studying and reading about and learning about for the entirety of your lifetime, right? Tyrone says, hey, Coach, you're looking leaner today. How many times a day are you eating these days? I eat about 4 meals over about a 6-hour feed window. Well, cutting out dairy and adding more plant-based fats, not necessarily. I do dairy every day. Is it worth it to supplement zinc? Nope. Zachary, I've never heard of that either. Mike says, Jason, if a client wanted to just build big quads and only machine work, would you allow them to not barbell squat? Possibly, but why wouldn't we do some squatting? I mean, I'm fine with lots of machine work for quads. Some of my biggest squatters have done it. But if you're like a novice, no, you need to get under a barbell. I'm not going to let a novice lifter not get under the barbell unless they have a physical reason not to, because it's not in their best interest. What are my top 5? I don't know. Let's see. Do you have a specific time in history you like to study the most? No. When I was younger, it was mostly medieval time period, and then some Renaissance. Like, I loved that when I was like 12 and 13, 14 years old. And then I branched down to different stuff. I've just liked to read a lot of history over the years. No, you're not going to see my library because it's not visible on the camera in here. I don't know who Dan Carlin is, Bob. Sorry. Do you believe in affirmation and manifesting your thoughts into reality? I don't know, Rondo. That back underneath my desk work screen. That's almost in a they live fashion. It's like hypnotic, all white with black letters. It's like obey. Why are you so anti-supplement for minerals? Because supplements in general are a scam, and zinc is one of those that you should not supplement unless you have a good reason, because it's potentially toxic and can cause imbalances in your diet. Zinc is not one of those things that you should just supplement just for the hell of it. It has no reward and it's all risk. You need to quit listening to this industry that wants to poison you for money. The fitness industry is not good. I don't know what part of that you guys don't seem to understand. Most of the people in the fitness industry, particularly the supplement side, are not good people. They will kill you for $1. They will sell you poison for $50 and not care. As long as they don't get in trouble for it, they don't care. They've displayed this over and over and over. You have to be shady by default to even want to work in that industry. Okay, sorry, that's fact. It's an entire industry built on scams, and because the laws are written that way, they can't be an honest business. It's illegal for them to sell products that actually work. When you play the guitar, I don't remember the chords. Anyone know what frets the power chords are on for Smells Like Teen Spirit off memory? Hold on. Let me look it up. Since you're asking me for a song, I know the rhythm, like Teen Spirit. All right, let's see. Smells Like Teen Spirit. I don't know what we got. 130101646464. And there's like some touch harmonics in there somewhere, right? Okay, on the 5 and 6. All right, and then there's those touch harmonics. All right, since you want me to play the song, I had to look it up. Because I don't know this one. So was it like... It's like what? We can't hear it without an amp. Can you not hear the touch harmonics? All right, isn't that how the song goes? Let's get rid of this troll. Did we get it right? Is that the right song? Is it? It's got all those little chops in there. I don't have those down yet. I'd have to practice it. I was just reading it really quick to see if I could do it all. Yeah, then I knew there were those little touch harmonics, but you can't hear those without it plugged in. Someone asked, what are my thoughts on the recent drowning at the CrossFit? I don't really have thoughts on that other than that's tragic as hell. I mean, that sucks, dude. I mean, you have athletes showing up to do stuff and do their best, and then they have a tragedy like that. That sucks, man. I mean, what more can you say about it? Raw onions good for you. I don't know about that. I don't know that I would eat a raw onion. I think vegetables in general you should probably cook for health. To be honest, right? If you look at our GI tract, they're better suited, most of them, that way. I don't know if that'd be rich selling my music. I mean, I'll do more music stuff over time, but I've got to keep getting better. All right. Just keep rolling in. One of them the guy just got rid of, was it Conch Ziegler? Is it making fun of my friend Ariel Ziegler? And then we got Conch for coach. What is the healthiest form of dairy? I'm going to go with Greek yogurt, man. That's fat-free Greek yogurt. That is the bomb. Because pretty much everybody can eat that, right? Even if you're lactose intolerant, cultured dairy, all the benefits of dairy plus it's cultured, right? You got all that healthy gut flora stuff. All right, so people wanted some music because we're 55 minutes in, I guess. Let me see if we can get an amp going here. It sounds okay. Oops. If it is too loud, it's a problem. All right. Sorry about that, guys. It's going to be a little staticky. Does the amp sound okay, or do I need to turn it down? How's the mic doing? Turn it down just a hair. All right. Dude, my neighbors are louder than I am, so no. Dude, my next door neighbor's got a roller cam 383 stroker with open headers. All right, what do we got? My bros and I play mostly AC/DC and like Black Sabbath. All right, that's what we've been jamming on lately. Although I haven't done it lately, we did do Scotty Doesn't Know, but I forgot how to play it. I haven't messed with it, So. All right, so we got some of that. Let's try what I was doing yesterday without the amp. Does this sound okay, or do I need to turn it down? Because if it's too loud, this mic really messes up. I cut myself shaving. I don't know what that one is. Yeah, I cut myself shaving. All right. 3 of my bros play guitar. Sorry, 2 of my other bros do. One plays bass. One plays drums. We just all jam out and have some fun. We're not like really doing gigs. We just have fun. So what were we messing with yesterday? Right? Sorry, forgot how to play. How long does it take to get a response and get one the same day on an application? Let me get rid of this troll real quick. All right. Got rid of him. Your favorite what? Favorite client I coach? Probably would be Michelle or Emma. Sorry, let me start that over. I swallow. I already know you're the same troll before. So you can go away too. All right. So where were we with the song? So we had the. The worst stalking was being swatted by the SWAT team. Let me finish this song and I'll tell you about it. Take 2 3. All right. What's the worst stalking incident I ever had? When the sheriff's county SWAT team rolled up on me in full loadouts with SBRs and suppressors and shit all pointed at me because someone called me in as an active shooter. That was the worst one. I'm not going to confirm or deny if I actually literally shit my pants or not, but I at least figuratively did. All right. My back is bigger said, if you had room for more machines, what would you buy, Jason? Definitely a leg press. Yeah, probably 45-degree leg press. I'd consider a decline bench, maybe. Someone asked about Highway to Hell yesterday, right? And they were like, is that the right setting for it, or we need to go down here? There we go. Spartan, if you don't like my guitar playing, you can eat a motherfucking dick. Bye-bye. How you like that? All right. So that's enough guitar playing, though. You know, because here's my take on it. Anybody who doesn't like music, there's something wrong with them. because I like all music. Like, to be honest, people are like, you like that sort of music, but do you like this? I've had guys come in and be like, well, do you like this style of music? And I'm like, dude, I like everything. As long as there's passion behind it. That's what I look at with music. I mean, for example, give you guys an example who listen to different stuff. I'm not a big rap and hip hop guy. Okay. But as a musician that when you heard, say, Tupac when he was still alive. Okay. So I'm about to go with that. You recognize talent, you recognize passion. He had it. Right? Let's come over to Team 3 Alpha's question. Why are you so against the idea of optimizing tests naturally? Because you can't. Here's my thing, Team Alpha. If your testosterone happens to optimize from those lifestyle factors, the testosterone is largely irrelevant. Having optimal testosterone is a side effect of optimal health. You should be focusing on optimal health. You shouldn't be focused on the testosterone part. You should be going, maybe if I just get healthy, everything will be good. And then that will be a side effect of it. It shouldn't be the goal. That's the problem. It's a nonsense goal. Because the other stuff is more important. And if the only thing you cared about was testosterone, why wouldn't you just go for the needle? I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense there. But if your goal is, because it should be about health, well, then focus on the health. You see what I'm saying? It's a nonsense marketing ploy by con men. The same people who convinced you to buy their zinc supplement, who scammed you with their bullshit, is why you're even worried about it. Thoughts on Beastie Boys, like No Sleep Till Brooklyn? How could Fiona do that to Scotty? I know, right? Fiona. Right. Scotty doesn't know. I'll need to relearn it. Again. I'll jam it for you guys later sometime. What do you think of the so-called recommendation of 10K steps a day? I think it's completely arbitrary. Completely arbitrary. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's arbitrary. Favorite Batman movie? This will be the last question. I'm going to hop out of here. I've been here over an hour, guys. I got to wind this down. I got to do 2 client sheets before bed still. Favorite Batman, though, obviously the one with Heath Ledger in it, dude. Like, how do you top that performance? I guess that wasn't really a Batman movie, though, was it? That was a Joker movie. That was the Heath Ledger movie. And on that note, I'm going to wind this down. Love all of you guys and gals, and I will talk to you next time.